The question of the hour, the question of the night. I'm back home, getting all nestled in by the evening. Oh, I just took a shower. I finished working out on my elliptical. And the question of the hour, or a perpetually recurring question in life and topic in life, which is always an interesting topic of conversation when I'm involved, because I have kind of the, not the contrarian perspective, but the less normal perspective. And so the topic is, have I had plastic surgery? And if I have, what have I had? So I include, at least for the purpose of this video, and I have found that one of them tends to be more socially acceptable, is oral surgery. So I've had 2 oral surgery procedures where one socially is kind of like, okay, yeah, I guess that's plastic surgery. And then I've had 1 plastic surgery. And so I'm going to go through in chronological order what I have had done, and what I have not had done, which is like, I have not had a whole bunch of stuff done, but I've been bullied and stuff over stuff about, why don't you look this way? You should have something done to yourself. Specifically the one that most women had a problem with. So I was on swim team growing up, and when we were all really young, like I would change in the locker room with everyone else, but I had any nipples. And I would get bullied about, what's wrong with you? You should get something done. You should get those fixed. And I also, when I went through puberty, my boobies are they're very natural, which means they sag. I got a C cup naturally, okay? As soon as they started coming in, they started sagging. That's called reality. I don't got any of that fake perky bullshit, okay? These are natural boobies. And my Kyle loves my natural boobies so much that when he comes to visit, he brings this little banner, he'll roll it up and he'll have it in his pocket, and it's pink, the background is pink, and in white lettering, with each letter outlined in gold, metallic gold, it says, boobs for Kyle, and he'll just post it over the door frame when he visits, because he loves my boobies so much. And Nicolo loves my boobies so much, and Dane, and my Caleb, and stuff like that. So, my boobies are well loved, but I love my boobies, and that's the most important part. I love myself and who I am naturally. So that's the one I've been bullied about the most in my life, and I choose natural. I just be who I am. So no backless justice for me or anything like that. That's just not my style. I have not ever done anything like that because I choose to support my boobies. Yes. This is a video about plastic surgery, so yes. And a lot of girls I knew got that done when, like, their first boob job when they were like 13 or 14. And one girl on my swim team had a breast reduction. And I'm kind of using this as a segue to talk about my procedures, because the breast reduction, she actually had back problems because of how large her boobs were. And so she had to get them reduced, and for health reasons. And she was an aquatics sport teammate of mine in high school. And so my plastic surgeries, which include oral surgery, are more on the side of the atypical, abnormal for today. And today I'm filming this Monday, 10 October 2022. So what I had done when I was about 15 or 16, and this one's pretty standardized, and some people kind of grow up and go, yeah, that was plastic surgery. Mine was actually, so I agree with that. That's why I'm classifying it here. However, mine was also an emergency procedure. Was when I was approximately 15 or 16, I had my wisdom teeth pulled, and I went to the dentist, and they were growing in wrong or something, and they were pressing on my other teeth, and they actually had to send me in right away. It was dubbed an emergency, so it was emergency plastic surgery to have my wisdom teeth removed. My dad took me to that. My second procedure, my mom took me to, and this is one I'm about to describe. This is the one that's been more socially accepted as plastic surgery. They took out, so I had this problem with my bottom front teeth where the gum line was really far down and the roots start to get exposed, and if the roots rot away, I lose my front teeth. And so they were like, to fix that, you could have no teeth by the time you're 25 if this doesn't go well, like no front teeth. And so I was like, I would like to have my teeth. And so they were like, there's a procedure for that, and it's a gum graft. And so what they took is, I call it a skin graft. I call it, it's a gum graft, but it's not, it's like, so at the bottom of my gums here, that was going away. So it would have no gums right here. And so they took a big chunk of the skin from the top of my mouth, they completely removed it and put it down here on my gums. So it's a gum graft slash skin graft. It's sewed well over here. It did not as much over here, and I can still, there's bubbles in my gums from the stitches, but they're not stitches, it's like how it was sewn in. So that was it was a graft plastic surgery procedure to address my receding gum line and making sure I still had a teeth as an adult. And as someone who's 30 years old, I'm very appreciative that I still have my front teeth. So I would say that was a great life decision. And then the one plastic surgery I've had where it was an actual plastic surgeon, I went in, I wasn't full anesthesia, but I was put under, was I had melanoma, which is a type of deadly skin cancer. It was in situ, and so I had to go in and have that cut out. I have a divot in the back of my back, not too far from my spine. It's like a couple fingers. It's gotten big. It got bigger as it healed and closed. It is a dip, so they literally just cut out a chunk of my skin and flesh. So that one was deeper than flesh because they had to get all the cancer out. So that one was still plastic surgery. It was just plastic surgery for addressing skin cancer. So some people are like, oh, you're so shallow. You're so ugly inside for going to the dermatologist. And I'm like, I go to the dermatologist because I have cancer. So some people are just, some people like to hate on plastic surgeons. And I'm like, well, in the case of my one, like, plastic surgery from my plastic surgeon, well, he saved my life, so I'm just gonna, anybody who hates plastic surgeons and people who have had plastic surgery, it's synonymous with, in my case, that person also hates cancer survivors. Because that is literally what the plastic surgery did for me, was cured my cancer. Removed it entirely. So, there we go. There's the most common and like, so that's that. Those are the three I've had. One tangentially related that gets a lot of attention.